You stay where you are. I'm going to talk about tariffs. Because refunds, they are coming to those people who managed to get, or who paid a higher tariff. Now, remember, the US Supreme Court ruled that Donald Trump's tariffs were illegal. The law that he'd used was not made for that. The emergency duties were struck down, and the federal government is on the hook for a very large number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you get the idea, $166 billion in refunds and interest on top of that as well. Even for the US government, it's no small amount, and it's a logistical nightmare because it'll happen over 60 to 90 days. And here's the way it works. Only importers of record can file for the refund. So that's the big companies like Walmart and Costco. You and me, I live in the US, so I paid the tariff at some point, not so. So the importers must fill out what's called a CAPE declaration. Look at this. This is a fine body. CBP will make regular updates to this page. The Consolidated Administration. Oh, that's what CAPE stands for. The Consolidated Administration and Processing. Well, that's what it stood for. The government says it will streamline the submission and processing of refund requests. Oliver Dunford is senior attorney at the Pacific Legal Foundation. He joins me from Palm Beach Gardens in Florida. Just how much of a mess is this? Because I'm actually quite surprised, Oliver, that they have at least put in place a bureaucracy to handle it. Now, whether it turns out to be efficient and practical is another matter.
Yeah, that's right. The court has been holding the government's feet to the fire. It's been asking for updates regularly, and the government has been filing declarations explaining how the process is going to work. Obviously, we can expect some bumps in the road, but as you said, at least the machinery is in place to get this going.
Right, but then we end this with a very tricky problem. I paid the tariff, ultimately. I'm the consumer. I mean, yes, the importer might have done, and then Walmart paid it, but I paid the higher price that Walmart charged. Do I get anything back?
Not from the government. As you said, only the importers of record can request and receive a refund from the government. There have been a few lawsuits against Costco, for example, by consumers who paid a higher price at the checkout, but directly from the government, consumers cannot get a refund.
So if all these importers and their various subsidiaries and large companies are getting refunds, does this become de facto a windfall for them? Because I hardly see them turning around to me and say, those oranges you bought, Mr. Quest, I need to owe you 15 cents back on them.
I don't know how much it would be a windfall for individual companies. I do know that our clients were subjected to the higher costs of the incoming goods, obviously. Their business slowed down. People stopped spending as much. Prices went up elsewhere. So I don't think any of my clients viewed or will view the refund in the future as a windfall.
The way in which the whole tariff thing was introduced, and then we've now got this money coming back. And it's not fully resolved, is it? There are still some legal issues to be undertaken in terms of this whole question.
Yeah, there is, but the court on Friday issued a great order. And the way it works generally is when you import something, the government will decide and predict how much you owe on tariffs, and that's called liquidation, after which the importer has a certain amount of time to challenge that amount. And what the court said Friday is no matter when you imported and no matter whether your entry has been liquidated or not, if you paid an IEPA tariff, you're entitled to a refund.
Is it your feeling that the tariff, the new tariff regime is at least working? Importers may not like it, but everybody's got used to it. They now know what the global tariff is. Everybody can adjust their business practice accordingly.
Well, I do think now that the Supreme Court has resolved the IEPA tariffs, I think that's largely true. one of the biggest problems wasn't just the increase in prices, but it was the uncertainty because the president kept changing things. Of course, he has found new authority, Section 122, and that's being challenged in court. But I think for the most part, yes, that's right. I think the ground is now settled. People at least know what's coming.
It's very difficult to know how these tariffs damaged or helped the US trading position overall. If you look at the study from the Fed, if you look at some of the Peterson Institute studies, it all suggests that it was more damaging than otherwise. But we've also seen the economics show that the inflationary pass-through wasn't anywhere near what we had expected or some people had forecast.
No, I think that's right, and nobody knows why exactly. But there's no question that small businesses were harmed. Some went out of business. A number of my clients had to cut staff and make other cuts. So there's no question people were hurt. Whether the effect on the global economy is above my pay grade.
Oh, well, careful, you'll end up getting a refund. I'm grateful to you, sir. Thank you for joining us tonight to talk about that. It's a fascinating story. And I'm glad that I now know what CAPE stands for as well.